Oh, I'm on the boat with Kenny Grabowski. It's one of these Detroit guys. Sorry for the camera work here, but I didn't have the GoPro on. But Kenny's got a black drum on now, so we think. I'm almost positive. And on average, getting back up by the trolling motor, on average these drum are going anywhere from 20 to 40 pounds. Here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this GoPro on my head for a minute, so might have some bad footage here for a second. Okay, that should be better. But these are just strong big bull fish. You know, they like steady pull. They're heavy fish. And again, 20 to 40 pounds. Every once in a while you'll pull one out that may go 60.
Canal fishing is the best fishing.
Yeah, I don't know. Kenny's coming on. We got to see this. What's he got? A Penn Slammer or something? He comes on this boat with this inferior tackle.
Yeah, nothing but junk.
Junk. It sounds like he's got a clicker on. I just think it's dry gears in the reel. Yeah, we have these. They're all over. I'm seeing these eddies or swirls they're making with their tails, and why he's fighting it, they're behind us, they're in front of us, and actually out in the open in the basin there's another big group out there. They put a good bend in the rod when nothing else is happening. We're in a transition period between the snook coming back in here, which right now the snook that are here that I'm catching are the smaller ones. Watch those trim tabs too, Kenny. If you got to, you gotta. I'll bring the boat forward. I'll try to keep them away from the trim tabs. And if you want, you can come up on the bow. It might be easier to fight them up here if you want them up here. But yeah, the snook are just. I wouldn't bring them up any further. Don't bring them.
There's my leader.
Yeah. So let them fight them all. You know, give them 4 or 5 feet of line from the tip. But yeah, the snook are smaller back here, and the big ones are just about to come back in. They're still catching them pretty good at the beach. Oh, you almost gave them slack. They're still pretty good by the beach and by the beginning of the harbor down towards Boca and Cabbage Key and that area. And eventually they're going to start moving back. The ones that were in here, the big boys are going to start, big girls are going to start coming back in. Oh, I think it was a tail hook, Kenny. Yeah, it looks it. All right.
Coming in the wrong way.
That's why that's going to be a tough fight.
Yeah.
Let me get my Boca grips on this guy.
This fight pretty good from the tail.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it was just it may be hooked well. It just sometimes that line, Kenny, if it'll wrap around them, and you really got to watch it doesn't get in their gills. They'll just part it, and I think that's what happened. It was just. You may see lines even across his scales when you bring them in, because that line was running down the side, but it looked like it was right at his tail. Yeah, I think it's right in his mouth, or right in the corner of his mouth. Now Kenny's got a storm paddle tail on. I was using a Berkeley white paddle tail, about 3 inches long. The water still is pretty dark, so I think that white's a good color for me.
I'm committing a very verboten policy here. I have a little metal leader on, not on the line,
yeah.
But I have a.
Yeah, that's what you get when you bring these guys from up north.
I have a swivel is what I have on, instead of tied on.
Yeah, the line's down. It's just watch them. I'll try to turn him once in a while so that I can get that line back to the corner of his mouth.
This is my first drum though that I'm so far.
Honest?
Caught him. Yeah, my first nice sized drum. Hooked them before. I never got one.
Now Kenny fishes a lot up in Lake Sinclair.
Yep.
And they get a lot of big muskie up there, a lot of walleye. Kenny's telling me 4 or 5 pound smallmouth, which I haven't caught in years, yes. And I would love to catch a smallmouth like that again. Well, this guy got a little time to go, Ken. And I'd wear him out a little bit more. Yeah, he's got him in the corner of the mouth. Nice, that's a nice hookup. He actually got him right in the corner of the mouth. Oh, come on, open up. There we go. Okay, there's your fish. Let's yeah.
That's a nice.
Hold that up. We'll if you could spin it around, Kenny, you can read.
Weight?
Yeah, you'd read the weight on there. I'm trying to find the camera.
25 pounds.
25 pounds?
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Here, I got one here too.
You got one? Here, let me get one still of you. Anyhow, let me, while we get a couple stills here, we'll get it back in the water. But Kenny, signing off on JK9303.
All right, my first drum.
His first
bigger than
big,
my
oh,
perch.
there you go.